Well, hello, my name is Daniel Taylor, and I'm a local yoga teacher here in Denver, Colorado. Right now, we're dealing with a situation worldwide. It's a pandemic. They call it coronavirus. So a lot of things are shutting down. A lot of people are not able to go outside. So I'm trying to make these videos as free yoga videos for you to do at home, so you can still stay in your practice, still move your body, but not lose your mind by being stuck at home. Now, I previously recorded a gentle vinyasa. So if you feel like that's more your speed, look in the links below. Also, if you feel like this helps you out at all, I'll have my Venmo below. So if you want to donate to me, I might be out of a job by the time that you're seeing this. So it would be nice. But if you want it for free, that's what this is for. I want to help you guys out because it helps me out. I hope you smile because I'm trying to make you smile, and it makes me smile. Lots of smiles. Big thing on this though, this is my first time doing any of this stuff. I'm really trying to do this as in helping to the community, so we're doing this in one shot. Today's a vinyasa, and I'm gonna be talking through the whole thing. I'm gonna get winded. Bet money I'm gonna say something goofy, so keep your ears out, get ready to laugh. But that being said, today I'm gonna start class in child's pose. I'm gonna use no props in the idea that you don't have blocks and straps at home, so we're gonna try to make this as accessible as possible. But this is your class, not my class. So when we go through the sequencing, if things don't feel that great, feel free to modify, take something out, put something in, and I'll try to give you as much variations as possible to make this as accessible as possible as well. But starting in our child's pose, big toes touch, knees reach to the sides of your mat, palms sprawl to the front of your mat. Once you're here, stay in your child's pose. I'm gonna cue for this, just so it doesn't get muffled in the mic. Press down and forward into your palms to find straight and strong arms. You'll also sit your hips closer to your heels. You'll get a deeper sensation in your thighs. If you like to, you can rest your forehead on the earth. And once you're resting there, you can always rock your forehead side to side, get that soft little massage. And then start to find stillness, start to find a connection with your breath. And we're going to set a sankalpa or a theme today. And our sankalpa is learning how to respond rather than react. And that's something that this practice has taught me. It's something beautiful. And the idea that you can get triggered in these classes. You can get a little pissed off. Poses are uncomfortable. They can be difficult. But when you get to that point where you feel like you're going to react, bail out, stop, how can you respond to your emotions rather than react to them? A great thing that we use in this practice is breath or prana. The idea that you create longer inhales, more controlled exhales, that you're going to control the thoughts in your head, your vrittis, and you're going to be able to respond to your emotions rather than react to them. So today, let's connect with our breath, let's respond to our emotions. On your next exhale, let's press out all of the oxygen within your lungs. Inhale, filling all the way up. Hold your breath at the top. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, release. Once again, inhale, filling all the way up, holding your breath at the top. For 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, release. Last one, best one. Inhale, fill all the way up. Hold your breath at the top. This time you're holding for 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, release. On your next inhale, fill all the way up. Exhale, walk your hands to the right side of your mat, potentially off your mat for a side body stretch. Now when you're here, you can leave your left hand where it's at. You can tiptoe your left hand ahead of your right, not over your right, but ahead of your right. Or then you can tiptoe your left hand on top of your right. If you go on top of your right, grip your fingers into your right hand, then pull against your right hand with your left arm. Create more sensation, more length in your left side body. Stay for another round of breath. Inhale, walk your hands back to center. Exhale, switch out sides. Walk your hands to the left side of your mat, potentially off. Mirror whatever you did on your first side. When you find similar variation, stay for the extra sensation. Stay for another round of breath. Now inhale, coming to center, rising up to a tabletop. Now if you're like me and you love music, I have playlists already set up on Spotify that you can use today. My name is Daniel Joseph Taylor. Think like Ricky Bobby, but 3 first names. Find me on Spotify. The playlist that's going to be great for today's class is called Teardrops. Let me double check that one for you. Yeah, Teardrop. It's going to have a few songs on there. You can literally start it from the beginning, and in theory, it's going to flow all the way through. But when we get to important flowing parts, I'll tell you which song we'll be playing or should be playing, just because it seems like it really connects really well with this point in the class, helping our crescendo, helping our energetic style of the class, lift of the class. Hopefully you understand what I mean. Right now I was kind of losing my words. But now that we're in tabletop, we're going to do some cat-cows. If you want to, you can point your fingers to the sides of your mat. You can always point your fingers all the way back to your knees for an additional forearm stretch. So just deciding which one feels best in your body. But on your next inhale, do rise your forehead high, drop your belly button low, cow pose. Then exhale, cat, chin to your chest, really round your spine to the sky. Inhale, opening up cow pose, point the eyes of your elbows forward, biceps forward, broaden through collarbones. Exhale, cat. Really articulate your spine to the sky. Inhale, opening up cow. Exhale, cat. This time, inhale, open up cow pose. Curl your toes into your mat. 10 fingers to the front of the room. Exhale, send your hips high. Downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal out your calves, dance your dog a little bit. This is the first time in this posture today, so get your wiggles out. But do notice, how does it feel in your down dog? If you ever do something to one side, balance it out and do it to the opposite side as well. When you feel balanced, we'll meet in your neutral downward facing dog. Once you're there, spread your fingers out, almost kind of like you're holding dinner plates. Press through your palms. Find strong and straight arms. Soft bend in your knees. Send your hips higher to the sky as you reach your heart to the earth. And once you're here, inhale your right heel high, 3-legged dog. Try to find a straight right leg. Kick through your heel. Point through your toe. Inhale through your nose. Exhale your right knee to your right elbow. Hike high onto your tricep. Inhale, kick up 3-legged. Exhale, knee to nose, then cat, draw your chin to your chest. Last one, inhale, kick. Exhale, cross your body, maybe touch your left elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, step all the way through. Rest your left knee down on the earth. Now, if this is ever a little bit too much on your knee, you can always grab the side of your mat. Shout out to Lifeform. Thank you for the free mat. These things are phenomenal. You can layer up with 2. Reach your arms high to the sky. Crescent moon. Anjaneyasana. This is Anjaneyasana. This is not. This is. This is not. Rest your left knee down. Reach your fingers to the sky. Gaze through your hands. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, back bend, goalpost and open. One more time, inhale, reach. Exhale, back bend, pinch your shoulder blades together, really reach your heart to the sky. This time, inhale, reach up, capture your left wrist, pull to the right side of the room. Do the work of pulling your wrist overhead. If you can't, lower into your lunge and slightly pivot your left shoulder behind you. Now, if you want more sensation, depending on your mobility, right hand to the earth, ground down through your right fingers, lengthen through your left arm, find a deeper sensation in front of your left hip. Option to gaze high. Inhale, come back to center, reach your arms high overhead. Exhale, half splits, half on. Sit back, drape over your straight right thigh. Now we do not have blocks, so I'm just assuming you don't have blocks at home. If you do, always use them. They're great. If not, cupcake hands, like those cupcakes underneath your hands, and you do not want to squish the cupcake. So when you're on your fingertips, it'll simulate as a block. You do not have to do that though. Palms down is a great alternative. Finding your variation of choice. Flex your toes towards your nose, melt your heart towards your heel rather than forehead to thigh. Now, if you want more sensation here, a deeper variation, walk your hands to the left side of your mat, right side of your mat rather. Left hand over your right foot. Flex your toes toward your nose. Melt your heart to your thigh. Get juicy, potentially a little spicy. Stay for a breath. Walk your hands back to center. Crawl forward. Low lunge twist. Left hand down. Left knee up. Reach your right arm high. Spike to your left tiptoe. Pivot from your right shoulder. Lower into your lunge. Cherry on top. Tack your right hip back to create length in your right T-band. Whew. Stay for your breath in. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to your high plank and hold. Now you're in your high plank. We don't want to collapse into our shoulders. We want to strengthen our shoulders with a protraction. Press firm through your palms. Elevate to your tiptoes. Notice if your hips are high. Are they low? Straighten out that line of energy. Last little touch. Drag your tailbone towards your heels to lengthen your spine. Find your plank. Stay for your breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your stomachs. Flip your toes so your toenails are pressing into your mat. Zip up your legs by kissing your ankles together. First variation, inhale, baby cobra. Peel your heart off your mat. Soften your hands. Press down through your shoelaces to get your knees and quads off the earth. As you pinch your shoulder blades together, press through your pelvis. Can you hover your hands? We're here for 3. Last 2. Last 1, release. Next variation we're going to do is high cobra. The difference between high cobra and upward facing dog is your pelvis stays on the earth. Hands underneath your shoulders. If you have tight shoulders like I do, hands outside of your mat feels great. Think elbows over wrists. Inhale, high cobra. You do not have to search for straight arms, but now you are using your arms to create a back bend, right? So press down through your shoelaces, knees and quads off the earth, shoulders away from ears, gaze high, biceps forward, especially if you find straight arms. Find your depth, stay for your breath. Exhale, release. Curl your toes into your mat. Inhale through high plank or tabletop. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Press firm into your hands. Spread your fingers. Soft bend in your knees. If you want a little bit more, pin your chin to your chest like you're going to gaze toward your belly button, your navel. Notice how it feels when you do so. Switch out sides. Inhale your left heel high. Kick through your heel. Point through your toe. Now notice your left hip atop of your right. Pull your left hip down. Stay for your breath in. Exhale your left knee to your left elbow. Can you get higher to your shoulder? Get into your oblique. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, knee to nose. Think cat. Draw your chin to your chest. Round your upper back. Inhale, kick up 3-legged. Exhale, cross your body. Maybe touch your right elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, step all the way through. Rest your right knee down on the earth. If you have a blanket, use a blanket. Always option to double layer up with your mat. First variation. Inhale, crescent moon. Lower into your lunge. Reach through your fingers. Gaze through your hands. If you ever want more levers though, reach for the wall behind you. Notice how that changes things up in the front of your right thigh into your quad and hip flexors. But gazing through your hands, inhale through your nose. Exhale, back bend, goalpost, and shine. One more time, inhale, reach. Exhale, back bend. This time, inhale, reach up. Capture your right wrist, pull to the left side of the room. So you're always pulling to the same side as your front bent knee. Reach, pull, lower into your lunge. And if you want for that deeper variation, left hand down, right arm reaches. Ground down through your left hand, lengthen through your right arm, option to gaze high. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, half splits, half Hanuman. Sit back, drape over your straight left thigh. Now I prefer hip over knee. There's a stronger variation where you can sit back over a bent right leg. I'm just personally not a big fan of it. But you might be, give it a shot, but listen to your knee if it's talking to you. Flex your toes towards your nose. Deeper variation if you did it on the other side. Walk now to the left side of your mat. Toes towards nose, left hip back, heart to thigh. Whew. Let it sit in, but be mindful. Come back to center. Inhale, crawl forward, low lunge twist. Right hand down, reach your left arm high. Now notice, did your right hip come along with your twist? Pick up your right hip, rotate from shoulder, lower into lunge, left hip back. One that I forgot, what was it? Right tiptoe. Stay for your breath in. Exhale, plant, step back to your high plank and hold. Press through your hands, round in your upper back. Elevate to tiptoes. Gaze at the top of your mat. Lengthen your upper neck, your upper back. Stay for your breath in. Lower 3/4 lay down. Chaturanga pose. Make sure you're not dumping into your shoulders. Shoulder heads up. If this is hard, rest your knees down. If it's not hard, slide to the top of your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press through your shoelaces. Not that dramatic. Keep your knees and quads off the earth. Shoulders away from ears. Biceps forward. Stay for your breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Not forward fold, down dog. Whew, nice job. We're gonna keep rolling. Stay for 2 big breaths. So shift your gaze to the top of your space, tiptoe, hopper, step. Once we meet at the top of your space, I'm just talking about that last transition that we did. Please listen to your shoulders. If they're ever talking to you, modify with your knees down. Substitute with a baby cobra that we did before. Completely skip it all together and go from high plank to down dog. I skip chaturangas all the time. Please listen to your shoulders. It's not a mandatory transition. But ragdoll. Capture your opposite hand to your opposite elbow. Sway side to side. Nod your head yes or no. Release your hands, gather them behind your back, interlace your fingers into a fist. Reach your fist to the front of the room. If you have really strong shoulders, you have really tight shoulders, this might be difficult. Stay for a couple breaths, just do the work. All will be coming in time. Still think hips over heels. Relax the crown of your head to the earth, but use your breath to your advantage here. Big inhales, feel expansion. Exhales deeper into your hamstrings. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Soft release of your hands. If you want to, re-rest your fist on your sacrum, then hands underneath shoulders. Toe heel your feet together, big toes touch, soft opening within your heels. Inhale, halfway lift, strong, straight spine. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. Pinch shoulder blades together, option hands at shins, and really find that straight spine. Tailbone high. Exhale, fold. Whew, hello hamstrings. Inhale, reach your arms high to the sky. Mountain Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Now setting the power of our practice through our breath. On your next exhale, press out all of the oxygen within your lungs. Inhale, fill all the way up. Nice audible release. One more time, inhale with strength. And exhale, release. This time, inhale, fill all the way up, do seal off your lips. Then exhale, Ujjayi Pranayama through your nose. Now in theory, this is the breath we're trying to maintain through the entirety of practice. Notice if you can do so. Inhale, reach high, gaze high, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hop, step back, take it through to your variation of choice. We'll meet in your downward facing dog. First variation I'll demo on the camera is just the modified or substitute version of baby cobra. Inhale, exhale, release. Inhale through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. We've been setting up our down dog. Now we're gonna go to deeper layers. Doesn't mean it's accessible, so go to the layer that feels good for you. This is how they taught it to me in India. Press through your palms, strong and straight arms. Bend your knees, send your tailbone high. Pin your chin to your chest like you're gonna gaze toward your belly button. Then melt your heels all the way down to the earth. If you can ground down through your heels, pull your 10 toes off of your mat. Engage your core to send your tailbone high and still press firm into your palms. Notice your gaze. Stay for your breath. Gaze to the top of your space. Hop, step, or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Left hand down on the earth. Option to cupcake your hand. Option palm down. If you have a block's a great option. Inhale your right arm high. Bend your left knee to go deeper into your twist from your right shoulder. Option to gaze to your right hand. Stay for your breath in. Exhale, fold. Right hand down on the earth. Bend your right knee. Inhale your left arm high to the sky. Rotate in the opposite direction. If you ever want more sensation, right hand outside your left foot. Pinky finger and pinky toe line up. So I'm pressing through the heel of my hand. We're creating leverage in my twist by drawing down. Tack your left hip back to create length in your IT band. Stay for your breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach high, mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Interlace your fingers into a steeple grip. Your index finger points high. Inhale, reach your arms back overhead. Draw your biceps by your ears. Notice if your ribs are jetting out. If they are, engage your core. Straighten your spine. On an exhale, side body stretch to your right. Pull your wrists overhead. Engage your core. If you want more, allow your hips to sway to your left. Inhale, come back to center. Reestablish biceps by ears. Reach high. Engage core. Side body stretch to your left. Pull your wrist. Engage your core. Sway your hips right. Inhale, come back to center and gaze toward your hands. Exhale, back bend, goalpost your arms, crack your heart to the sky. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hop, step back, take it through to your variation of choice. This time I will video demo the knees down variation. Shoulders away from ears and up dog. Exhale, downward facing dogs, hips high. All right, so we just set up our sequence. This is where you decide if you want to use music. If you're on the teardrop playlist,
This is where we're going to start with a little Billie Eilish. Start with the Billie Eilish song, press play, 2 to 3 breaths in your down dog. Find length in your down dog, find depth in your breath. Inhale, gaze into the top of your space. Exhale, hop, step, or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Left hand down. Inhale, your right arm high twist. Exhale, release. Inhale, your left arm high, rotate. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach high, mountain. Palms come together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Interlace your fingers into a steeple grip. Inhale, reach high. Exhale to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale to your left. Inhale, back. Exhale, open up and goalpost. Inhale, up. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Hop, step back, take it to your variation of choice. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 3 good breaths in your down dog. Gaze into the top of your space. Hop, step, or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Left hand down, inhale your right arm high twist. Exhale, release. Inhale your left arm high rotate. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach high. Palms come together, mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Interlace, inhale, reach. Exhale to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale to your left. Inhale, back to center. Last one, best one. Back bend and open. Inhale, up. Exhale all the way down. Halfway lift. Hop, step back, take it through to your variation of choice. And this is where I'm going to choose to skip one. Stay in high plank for an inhale. Exhale, downward facing. So we just finished our sun salutation A or namaskar A. 5 breaths here. If you need a break, if you want water, child's pose. Bigger inhales, deeper exhales. If you're in child's pose, and return back to your downward facing dog. Starting with your right side, inhale your right heel high, 3-legged. Exhale your right knee to your left elbow. Stay here or slide your heel through fallen triangle. Big thing I always see that people do not do, rotate your back foot down onto its knife edge. Press through the knife edge of your foot to get your left hip high. Option to gaze to your left hand. If you ever want a little bit more, elevate your right heel. Plant your left hand down. Inhale your right heel high. Exhale, step all the way through low lunge. 10 toes point to the front of the room. Inhale, reach your arms high, crescent. Lower into your lunge. Spike to your left tiptoe, reach through your fingers.
Inhale here. Exhale, open arm twist to your right. Right hand travels behind you, creating a T with your arms. Pivot from your right shoulder. Can you still go lower into your lunge? Left kneecap back. Now options here. Right hand at your lower back, or right hand to your opposite thigh. Inhale your left arm high, exalted. Now this is a supported back bend. Trying to get deep into your left hip flexor. So if you can, reach further through your left hand. Option to gaze to your left hand. But square your shoulders to the front of the room. That'll help our next transition. Stay for your breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Opening up. Sometimes it's going to be pretty dynamic first time through. Just make sure your right knee's on top of your ankle. Lower into your lunge. Reach through your fingers. Now notice, what is your left hand doing? Bring it to the same elevation as your right. Engage your core. Lower into your lunge. Find that parallel right thigh. Ooh, I could still go lower, couldn't I? There it is. Right palm faces up. Inhale, reverse warrior. High five the wall behind you. Search for a straight right arm. Reach through your fingers. Gaze to your left foot or your right hand. Just notice what feels better in your neck. But still think left knee on top of your ankle. Extended side angle as you release. Right forearm to right thigh. Left bicep by your ear. Press your forearm into your thigh and vice versa to curl your right hip underneath you. Now rotate your left shoulder on top. Gaze towards your left hand. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your right leg. Reach your right arm overhead. High five that wall behind you. Notice your gaze. Be delicate in your left hand. Then cartwheel all the way through to your chaturanga of choice. Option for Ekapada, floating your right leg through the variation. Just a little bit more strength base. But return to your down dog. Switch sides. Inhale your left heel high. Left knee to right elbow. I'd say stay here, but you can always modify with your left knee down. Reach your right arm high. And you can go for this modified side plank variation, or to get just a little bit more into your side body. Option to reach your hand to the front of the room. Always option to hover your leg. Right hand down, reach your left arm high. Leg high, step all the way through. Low lunge. 10 toes to the front of your mat. Inhale, crescent. Lower into your lunge. Reach through your fingers. If you want more leverage, reach for the wall behind you. Stay for your breath in. Exhale, open arm twist to your left. Left hip back. Right knee back. Spike to tiptoe. Lower. Left hand at your lower back. Option for opposite thigh, right arm high. Now if we go through this flow and this does not feel great as a transition, you can always just go back to crescent instead of exalted. Really reach through your right hand, feel the peeling sensation in the front of your right thigh. Stay for your breath in. Warrior two. Rotate your back foot down onto its knife edge. Now I want you to think about this action. Left knee to left pinky toe. You're curling your left hip underneath you. Create length in your spine. Draw your low belly in. Tee out your arms. So press firm through the knife edge of your right foot. Try to get the arch of your foot to come off of your mat. Find your depth. Find your breath. Rotate left palm facing up. Inhale, reverse warrior. High five that wall behind you. Lengthen through your side body. Notice your gaze. Option for a half bind reaching to your left thigh. Stay here for a breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Left forearm to left thigh. Right bicep by the ear. You can go to a deeper variation with your left hand on the interior of your foot. But today I'm going to cue for the traditional variation of left hand exterior of your foot. Idea being that you want to rotate your left lung on top of your left thigh. Option for spider tip fingers. Option for palm down. Just make sure you're not sacrificing the integrity of the posture.
Left lung through, left hip under, right shoulder on top. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Left arm reaches overhead. Reverse triangle. High five the wall behind you. Soften your right hand. Then cartwheel all the way through. Option for Ekapada. Option to skip them. Meet in your downward facing dog. So, setting up our second flow, our sun salutation B. We're going to be using the Weekend song that will be next in the flight list. If you like music and you want to dance on your mat, play that song. It's fun. When you're ready to dance, inhale your right heel high. Exhale your right knee to your left elbow. Stay here, slide through fallen triangle. Plant down, inhale, kick up, three-legged. Exhale, step all the way through. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, open arm twist to your right. Inhale, exalted, your left arm reaches. Exhale, warrior two, and open. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, take it all the way through. Your variation of choice, meeting in your down dog. I'm losing my breath, so we're gonna skip them so I can hopefully enunciate a little bit clearer, but get what you need. Leave out the rest. Inhale your left heel high. Cross your body, stay here, slide through fallen triangle. Plant down, inhale, kick up. Exhale, step all the way through. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, exalted. Exhale to two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, take it all the way through. Give yourself 3 good breaths. Notice if you're still connected to your Ujjayi pranayama. Breathing in through your inhales. Make your inhales longer in length. Then really control your exhales as you watch them leave. Inhale your right heel high. Exhale, cross your body. Stay here or slide through fallen triangle. Plant down. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, step all the way through. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist to your right. Exalted. To two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, take it all the way through. Switching out sides, left heel high, keep our momentum, keep our pace, cross your body, fallen triangle. Plant down, inhale, kick up. Exhale, step through. Inhale, crescent reach. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, exalted. Peel open, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel all the way through, meeting in your down dog. Now you're at home. Self-practice is difficult. You probably want to stop now. But if you were in my class, we keep going. See if you can keep going. Inhale your right heel high. Cross your body, your variation of choice. Maybe you stay. Inhale, kick. Exhale, step. Crescent. Exhale to your right as you twist. Inhale, exalted. Exhale to 2. Inhale, reverse. Then extend. Reverse your triangle. Cartwheel all the way through. Last side, best side. Left side, strong side. Meeting in your down dog. Left heel high. Cross your body, do whatever you did on your first side. Inhale, kick. Then step. Finish strong, crescent. Twist to your left. Exalted right arm reaches. Warrior 2 and open. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Reverse your triangle. Almost lost it. And then take it all the way through. Last chaturanga for the series. When you're there and you're finished up, down dog to child's pose. Feel free to grab water, wipe off, take a couple breaths. Once you feel like you've gathered yourself, I'm going to meet back in your high plank. Hands underneath your shoulders, straight line of energy from the crown of your head to your heels. Now for today's plank, I want you to make sure your feet are hip width distance apart, not together, hip distance apart. Protraction in shoulders, press through your hands, elevate tip toes, heel to your toes, straighten out that line of energy. I'm going to drop both of your heels to your right, so your feet are not stacked on each other, but they're next to each other on the side. You can stay here getting into your oblique. If you want more, left hand to your right shoulder, left elbow to your right elbow. You can stay here or twisted plank, full variation, right heel up. We're here for 3. You got it for 2. Last 1, come back to center. Whew. Let's switch out sides because you love that. Heel to your left. Right hand to your left shoulder. Right elbow to your left elbow. Full variation, left heel up. We're here for 3. Last 2. Last 1, come back to center. If you want to stay for a longer plank, options there, but we got to move on due to time. Hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale your right heel high. Step all the way through, low lunge. Rotate your back foot down onto its knife edge. Warrior 2. So now we're going to our static series. We're going to be here for a few breaths. Let's find depth in your lunge. Try to find a parallel right thigh. I can still go a lot lower apparently. Arms out. Whew. There's a lot of work right here. See how low you can go. Press firm through the knife edge of your left foot. Reach through your fingers, gaze past your hand. Right hand. Right palm faces up. Reverse your triangle. Straighten your right leg. Reach your right arm overhead. High five that wall behind you. Create length through your side body. I'm going to reach your right hand all the way out. Cock your right hand down to a shin block or an ankle. Pull up against your shin if you're grabbing your shin. If you have a block, press down into your block. But since we're going to all go for your shin, that's what I'm going to cue for. Pull up, right rib cage through, left shoulder on top. Now notice your right hip. Notice mine's really kicking out. So the work is right hip underneath, left hip on top. If you like to gaze high, but drive through your right heel, just be mindful of hyperextension. Transition to extended side angle. Right forearm to right thigh, left bicep by your ear. Option to go deeper. Right hand outside your right foot. Right hip under. Left shoulder on top.
Gaze to your left hand. Stay for your breath. Gaze down towards your right big toe. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Left heel up. Option to use a brick. Option to spider tip your fingers. Left arm reaches. Point or flex your left toes to you or away from you. Peel your left hip on top. Left arm reaches high. Find your foundation. If you want to, gaze to your left hand. We're here for 3. Last 2. Last 1. Standing splits with control. Left hand down. Left heel high. Right arm reaches. Revolved half moon. Get into your IDE band. Kick through your left heel. Rotate from your shoulder. Option to gaze high. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Standing splits. Stay for your breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hop, step back, take it through to your variation of choice. Whew. Last side, best side, left side, strong side. Hopefully you have some Remember the Titans fans here. Inhale, your left heel high. Step all the way through. Rotate your back foot down onto its knife edge. Warrior 2. Lower into your lunge. Press through the knife edge of your right foot. Left knee on top of your ankle. Right hand to the same elevation as your left. Reach through your fingers. Left palm faces up. Reverse your triangle. Straighten your left leg. Reach your left arm overhead. High five the wall behind you. Then releases to Trikonasana. Triangle. Reach all the way out. Create that length. Then left hand down to the shin, block, or ankle. Depending on your mobility, you can always hook your peace fingers to your big toe. That's a Ashtanga method variation. But think left hip under, right shoulder on top. Pick up against your shin, left long through, right arm on top. We're here for 3, last 2, extended side angle, last 1. Press forearm to thigh, left hip under. You can really see it on the side, working the action. Curling my left hip under, press through the knife edge of my foot. Right arm reaches overhead. Probably should go lower into my lunge. Option to gaze to your right hand. Finishing strong. Gaze to your left big toe. Left hand 3 to 6 inches in front of your left foot. Slightly off to the left of your foot. Reach your right arm high. Pointer flex your toes. Right hip peels up. Right arm reaches. Find your foundation. Option to gaze high for 3. Last 2. Last 1. Standing splits. We're almost there, guys. Finish strong. Right hand down. Left arm high. Kick through your heel. Rotate from your shoulder. Feel your IT band. Oh, I lost it. Come back in. Gaze high for 3. Last 2, last 1, standing splits. Stay for your breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower all the way down on to your butt, your glutes. All right, it's all the cool down from here, so good news. Inhale, reach your arms high to create length in your spine, and fold over your thighs. Option, just drape over your thighs. If you have really tight hamstrings, sitting up onto something like a block, a pillow, will help get your shoulders ahead of your hips. If you attach to something, I prefer to pinch shoulder blades together. That way you minimize rounding in your upper back, create length in your spine, and guide your heart toward your heels. But just do a forward fold that makes you happy. Stay here for a couple breaths. Inhale sits you up. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest.
Drop your knees to your right, goalpost your arms, gaze over your left shoulder if it feels okay in your neck. Big inhales, deeper exhales. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, switch out sides to your left. Goalpost your arms. Search for 2 90-degree bends, one behind your knee, one between your thigh and your abdomen. Goalpost your straight arm, option to gaze over your opposite shoulder. Coming back to center, supine figure 4. Right ankle on top of your left thigh. Interlace your fingers underneath your hamstring or in front of your shin. Pull your knee all the way in. Guide your right hip away from you. If you're searching for a deeper variation, one that I prefer, it's a baby cradle. Think about this one. Crook of your left elbow to the knife edge of your right foot. Release your right hand. I'm gonna cradle. Think bicep around thigh, not elbow in front of knee. Now you're cradling your leg like a baby, but it's your leg, baby. Be mindful of your knee. If your knee's talking to you, please back out. If it feels good, pull your leg closer to you. This is like sleeping pigeon, but lying down. But always know there's no such thing as a knee stretch. There's this thing called knee surgery, and we want to stick away from that. So listen to your knee. One more breath. Switch out sides. Just how you'd like to. Pull it in. Guide your left thigh away. Stay here. Go for that deeper variation. Listen to your knee. There's about 2 to 3 more breaths. Once you're done, you're done. Final posture class is going to be happy babies. Capture inside or outside of your feet. Draw your knees outside your shoulders. But do the action of pressing your tailbone to the earth to iron out your spine onto your mat. But decide, is there anything else you need to complete your practice? And if so, heading in that direction. But if you're ready, we're moving towards your Shavasana. Heels extend long, palms by your side. Untuck your tailbone to create length in your spine. Pinch your shoulder blades together to elevate your heart. If you like to, rocking your head side to side, massaging the occipital bones on the rear of your head always feels nice. So there's always that one spot that's a little juicier than the rest. And find your Shavasana. Now as you're laying in Shavasana, if you'd like to, untuck your tailbone. Lengthen your spine. Pinch your shoulder blades together. Elevate your heart. If you'd like to, rock your head side to side, massaging the occipital bones on the rear of your head. There's always a spot that's a little bit juicier than the rest. But while you're here, I'm going to tell you a story, just on the theme of responding to our emotions rather than reacting to them. I'm always reminded of one of my favorite stories by Tara Brach. So she's talking about a newlywed couple. This wife is looking at her new husband, and she has this shoebox. She tells her husband not to look inside the shoebox. So like a good partner, for the entirety of their marriage, he did not look inside said shoebox. But many years down the road, his wife got deathly ill. So they're at the hospital. And she, the wife, tells her husband to run home and grab the shoebox. So he grabs the shoebox, comes all the way back, and he opens up the shoebox in front of his wife. Inside the shoebox are 2 crocheted dolls and $100,000. He's pretty confused. So he asks his wife, what is the means of these things? She says, well, when I got married, my mom told me,
Whenever I was mad at you, I was supposed to crochet a doll. She looked down, saw only 2 crocheted dolls. That's a win. But then he was really confused about the money. She saw the confusion. So she just looked at him and kindly replied. She goes, that's from selling all of my crocheted dolls. Moral of the story, emotions are going to arise. Things in life are going to get a little out of hand at times. Maybe there's a pandemic going on. But how can you respond to your emotions rather than react to them? How can you take a step back in life, focus on your breath, bigger inhales, deeper exhales, to really respond to these emotions, these problems, these life events that we're having, rather than reacting to them? The big thing that's going on is a bunch of people are buying tons and tons of toilet paper. You can't buy it anywhere. Is that the best thing to do? Doomsdayers, let's get ready. For all the younger millennials, we're buying plane tickets to go around the world because they are dirt cheap. Is that the best life choice? I don't know, kind of sounds like reacting to me. But how do we respond? We respond by getting closer together in the fact of supporting each other. Maybe you call somebody today that you really love. You might lose them, you don't even know. Tell them you love them. Respond with love, with support, and grounding. And hopefully you got a little bit from this class. If you have feedback, let me know. But thank you so much for hanging out today, guys. I finished the class. Hands to heart center, up to third eye center. The light, the love, and the teacher in me always sees and always honors the light, the love, and the teacher in you all. So we bow forward, sealing in practice. Namaste.